We get a new glimpse at Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed news leaks all over the place, Angry Birds sets its sights on yet another outlet, and EA details its microtransaction future. QuakeCon is announced for another year, League of Legends heads to Australia, Nintendo unveils some new hardware plans, Disney Infinity gets a new playset, and Lara Croft is reborn as Tomb Raider. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen. Last week, Ubisoft announced that Watch Dogs, now with an underscore in the title, would be coming to PlayStation 4 as well as current-gen consoles. This week, we've been given a sneaky peek at the box art for the title, still without a release date, as well as a new trailer.
In Watch Dogs, when you use the profiler, you can invade the privacy of everybody around you. If someone has a secret, you're gonna find it. All the information you're gonna get will be useful to progress in the game. In this case, accessing a bank account.
The full trailer is nearly 5 minutes long, so to see the whole thing, head to playerattack.com. It does contain bits and pieces of the game's open world setting, glimpses of gameplay, and URLs pointing to the Chicago Central Operating System, which at the moment appears to have been taken over by a hacker named DedSec. Behind the scenes, we also learned a little bit more about what's in store, with Ubisoft bossman Yves Guillemot announcing that despite Watch Dogs' status as an early PS4 title, the game's primary development platform is in fact the humble PC. Sticking with Ubisoft, last week we revealed that a new Assassin's Creed 3 bundle was in the works. While the publisher has still not confirmed the existence of Assassin's Creed 3 Washington Edition, listings for the pack have started popping up on European retailers with a launch date of March 28th. Remember, this is set to contain the original game plus all of the DLC released, including the Tyranny of King Washington. Ubisoft isn't having a good time keeping secrets, it seems. The publisher is also remaining super quiet when it comes to news we're hearing about Assassin's Creed 4. Subtitled Black Flag, this one is set to be among pirates in the early 18th century Caribbean. Expect more news on that one next week. Just when you thought there might have been enough Angry Birds in the wild, Rovio comes back with yet another way to get your fix. A web-based cartoon series simply titled Angry Birds Toons is set to arrive on the game's website starting March 16th. We'd call it a surprise, but it's really not. What is a bit of a surprise, though, is a new decision from EA revealed at the Morgan Stanley Technology, Media and Telecom Conference this week. It seems that, love 'em or hate 'em, microtransactions are here to stay, with Chief Financial Officer Blake Jorgensen announcing the feature will be added to all of the publisher's games moving forward for both PC and console. Apparently, while gamers around the world protested the inclusion of external transactions in games like Dead Space 3, other fans lapped them up, spending real-world money to save in-game time. EA has now built a strong back-end to cope with the increased billing demands, so expect to see plenty more where that came from. Disney has announced the 4th playset to be added to the Disney Infinity toy box, and all of you who were predicting the arrival of Lightning McQueen, congratulations. Cars is indeed the latest franchise to be added to the game, with McQueen, Mater and friends joining characters from Pirates of the Caribbean, The Incredibles and Monsters University. Rather than just adding some familiar faces, the new playset also brings a bunch of extra gameplay mechanics to the game. What fun are cars if you can't drive them around and make racetracks? Quick news now, or should I say Quake news. id Software has officially announced QuakeCon 2013 will return to Dallas, Texas from August 1 to 4 for the 18th consecutive year. The event is a celebration of Doom, Quake, Rage, and everything else id Software has created, and also happens to be North America's largest bring-your-own-computer LAN party. League of Legends developer Riot Games is progressing nicely on its plan to take over the world, setting up an office in Sydney, Australia. Local teams will work in marketing, esports and community, helping to support the growing League of Legends community in the land down under. And yep, they are hiring. It was a surprisingly big week for Nintendo hardware too. 2 new colours of 3DS have been confirmed for Japan, with the eye-popping gloss pink and light blue handhelds arriving later this month, bundled up with a 4GB SD card. At the same time as that is happening, the Wii Mini has broken free of its Canadian exclusivity, setting a date to arrive in Europe and the UK. From March 22nd, you can get your hands on this exciting looking red and black model, which has sacrificed a number of features in order to be even smaller than the original Wii. There's no internet connectivity, it is unable to play GameCube games, and it's only compatible with most Wii peripherals. No price for that one just yet. And finally this week, one of the more creative game trailers we've seen recently. Tomb Raider returns to our screens next week on March 5th, and Crystal Dynamics wants to make sure you understand this Lara Croft is as unique as you are.
I am fast, bold,
brutal.
I am agile, tough, I am daring,
Courageous.
dangerous,
I am strong. I
am Lara Croft.
Tomb Raider hits PC, PS3 and Xbox 360 next week, and while the game looks stunning on whatever platform, it has certainly been optimised for high-end PCs, with bells and whistles thrown in that don't appear anywhere on console. On the other hand, this game does scale incredibly. If your gaming rig is still running Windows XP with just a gigabyte of RAM, you will still be able to play, even if things don't look quite so good. For the full version of those trailers, or for more information on any of these stories, head to playerattack.com. I'm Jessica Citizen. We'll see you next week.